Hello, this is Greg the Rural Economist, and this is an old sayings, what they mean and where they came from. The last one was Southern sayings, and my wife kind of got on to me for this list because some of these don't originate in the South. So that's why we changed it to old, and this is actually the dirt edition. Every one of these have something to do with dirt. If you enjoy this when it's over, please give it a share, a like, and consider subscribing. So, the first one we're going to talk about is being treated like dirt. Have you ever been treated like dirt? Have you ever treated somebody like dirt? Have you ever wondered where that come from? Well, believe it or not, that came from the 1300s in Europe, where people thought that dirt was just basically worthless. So, they didn't have the education we have now, so they just mistreated dirt all the time. Well, now we're smart enough to know that dirt's what's on your floors or in your pants, but when it's on the ground, it's soil. Okay? Next one is dirt poor. This actually has two different theories of where it came from. It's the same story, different date, different country. One is from the 1500s in England, where they claimed that the people, the normal people, the people like most you and I, had dirt floors, but the rich people had stone or tile floors. The other one, which is actually the more believable and has the most people that agree with it, comes from the Great Depression. There's actually two stories for this one. During the Great Depression, a lot of the Midwest farmers lost everything except for the ground that they lived on. They lost all of their equipment, they lost everything. So they were dirt poor. The others are, same story as before, poor folks had dirt for floors. Rich folks had wood, tile, or stone floors. So there you go. The next one, dirt nap. Now, I'm actually going to cover two in this one. A dirt nap is when you go to sleep. It's thought that it started in the 1600s, but it's kind of shifty. So, we don't know. But a dirt nap is when you die. The next one is one that I use all the time, and that one that my wife actually just realized that I used fairly recently. Dirt tired. Now, I can come in, I can be strung out, I can have worked at my office all day long, come home, go straight into working something here on our little homestead, and I can come in and she'll go, "Are you okay?" I'm just dirt tired, baby. Well, you know what? I've tried to look it up, and there is nothing about the origin. In fact, the only thing that I have found is that it's very popular on Pinterest. When my wife asked our daughter whether or not she'd ever heard the phrase, she said, "Yeah, Greg uses it all the time." So, don't know where it came from, but trust me, you've been dirt tired before. Next, I love this one. You've got to eat a peck of dirt before you die. It's actually from an 18th century proverb. What it means is that everybody goes through some bad things. You know, I've been camping, been eating, killed a deer out when I was camping when I was much younger, and just cut it open and start cooking it and everything like that. Well, inevitably you get dirt in it. And the first time I actually heard it was from an old guy who went with us on one of these hunting trips. And I was like, "Man, you got dirt in this stew." It was a stew. He said, "Oh man, you got to eat a peck of dirt before you die." So sometimes when things go bad, you just got to realize that everybody has to go through something in order to get where they're going. So everybody has to eat a peck of dirt before they die. Next, pay dirt. Yes, this one originated, some people say from 1853 and some people say from the mid-1830s, but it definitely originated in the United States about the time of the gold and silver strikes. Hitting pay dirt back then meant that you hit a vein of ore which you could sell for a profit. Now it just means you figured out something that will help you along the way. Hitting pay dirt can be you finally found the correct strain of tomatoes that grows great on your property. It can mean that you finally got the right job that you absolutely love. Or it could be, like me, where I enjoy sharing little weird things like this with you. To me, this is hitting pay dirt even if I don't get much coin over the deal. And then lastly, older than dirt. Now, older than dirt is one of those things that a bunch of people have said a bunch of different times, but it's another one I can't figure out where it came from. Older than dirt just simply means that something's older than you really want to put a number on it. There are some days I feel like I'm older than dirt, and then there are some tools that were my great-grandfathers, yes, my great-grandfathers that I have, that I just call them older than dirt because, I'll just be honest, I don't know how old they are. Have some things you want us to cover, see if we can't figure out where they come from. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, a share, and don't forget to subscribe. And I just love doing these for you. Help me out by sending me some stuff. Step by step, we're bringing rural back. Bye-bye.